So hey there everybody, as always, welcome to the channel and thanks for stopping by. I think you're probably asking yourself, what am I seeing on screen here? We've got Rich's thumbnail, but there seems to be some kind of insane hybrid drone slash groundhog. What's going on? Well, this week we've actually, well, last week now, we've started getting busy again. It's nice to know that the business is recovering even after that whole medical thing that went on for the last 10 months. We're still getting that fixed up. There's still a couple of problems to be dealt with, and we'll deal with it. In the meantime, some of our clients have gotten in touch and they are getting ready for their new projects. So, as we all know, we've got the Solstice project. We've got another one outside of town that's doesn't want to be named or mentioned or anything. I get that. We've got yet another that doesn't want to be named or anything, and then finally one other one that doesn't mind us carrying all of this through. So we've got two projects that we can be looking at, the Solstice project and a Stringfield project. And then the other two projects we won't be covering at all because, hey, they like their privacy. I get it. But so, yeah, right now it feels like Groundhog's Day. And I'll tell you what I mean here. So we're setting up some new projects, and that means that we have to get everything from the get-go. You know, they've contacted us, they've said we're starting now. So the next part is developing a plan for these different projects. Now, normally our clients aren't how should I say it, exactly spot on with the information they're giving us. So I always ask to get anything and everything we can, KMZ files, KML files, information from the county website. So we ask for a lot of that, and usually 9 times out of 10 the higher ups who are in the development companies, they don't have all that stuff. That's for their engineers and things. So we haven't gotten two of the sites, confirmed where we're going to be flying. So in the meantime, I've got to make some guesstimations from what they have given me. What they have given me is cartoon-like phases of their different build-outs. So we're looking at 4 projects right now. One of them is really small, and the other 3 are going to be putting us into the hundreds and hundreds of new residential areas that we're going to be flying. So let's go ahead and take down the insane groundhog. So yeah, it just feels like we're repeating the same thing over and over again. And that's contact, plan, execute the plan, post-production, and delivery. So we're getting all of that stuff set up, and that's what I spent part of my weekend doing and also part of last week. Let's minimize that and take a look down below. So I've just got some things laid out for you all. So the first big thing is just getting some information about the locations and then doing some approximations for myself just to actually get a look at the property. So I got enough information to know where things are blocked out now, and there are multiple phases to this particular project. So they're going to be breaking it up into those phases. Hooray. In total, this area is about 630 acres, several hundred homes going into it, and the first phase will be 78 homes. So they wanted us to come out and document and get some initial setups, get some initial flights. So, all right, let's go down below again. And so this was just my baseline, giving myself something to look at. And then the next part was also we did generate a KMZ file or a KML file manually to play around with in Google Earth so we can actually see this area and get a better look at it, I would say. And so there it is. There's actually some major hill slash mountain going on here. So this is going to make our job a little harder because we do want to do the before and after orthomosaics again. So we've got 2 things that we're dealing with. The fact that this area is 50 feet AGL, so we're going to have to be putting in some requests to get a little more height. But once again, we're going to break these up too, so I'll do some more planning. So once again, we're in the planning stage. This is not execution yet. And finally, I also did hop into QGIS to block things out. And one of the really interesting things, when I got the call last week that we needed to get out there, it's always last minute. I went into the Mavic 3 Enterprise controller and I actually manually blocked out the area that was close in my mind. And in blocking that out, it came up with 630 acres. Just like, so QGIS came up with about 630, and the drone controller came up with about 630, and one of the other ones was like 660 or something. But so really close, but nobody's taking measurements here. But I want to get, better information, so it's going to be even closer by the time that we're going to start officially doing the flights. Now, let me just check down here. Okay, that's OBS. So the next thing was we did get out there. I'm not going to roll through all this video right now. You've probably seen it in one of my previous videos over the past 2 weeks, some of this. But this was just giving the developers some ideas of the location, how everything's rolling here, where they're going to be staking things out, where pads are going to be placed. So there's going to be several revisits for video flights for myself. And I know that the clients, they've already said they want the video flights. And I sent them unedited stuff last week just before we start assembling everything. They loved it. It was what they were looking for. And this is going to help them move forward, and also solicit other investors who might be interested in this property as well, and the whole build out. So it was a kind of last minute rush. Well, I won't say fully last minute. I got an email one night at 7:49, and then the next day at 5 o'clock we hashed out some of what we were going to do with them. And then the final day we went out and flew this, picked up these videos, and we also picked up some 360s, which I do want to share here because I think this is relatively interesting. Let me go down to my Google Chrome here. And so in addition to doing still images, video, and all that, we also made sure to do a couple of 360s because the 360s actually can tell us a lot. So the little dots on here are, of course, the GPS locations where the drone was at when it was shooting the 360. So this is good information for them as well. But we can go ahead and turn this off really quick. So there we go. And now we are in the location. And as we move through the location, we also marked where we could. None of this is official stuff. Nobody is using this for survey engineering or anything like that. These are just, initial images to give the folks who are going to be doing this development an idea of where some of those markers are, because they don't pop up very easy. Hidden behind bushes, hidden behind trees, fallen over in rainstorms. But this does give the developers, the investors, all those folks, does give them a better feel for the space as well. So there we go. We have had a very busy week, and here we are on Monday starting up again, and we'll be actually looking through some more of this. We do have flights this weekend as well, and then the following weekend as well. So we're going to be a little busy here at AZ Drone. By the way, if you check out classes.azdrone.net, I actually have a full residential build-out course that we are building together, and we're still going to be adding more information. So classes.azdrone.net, and there'll be a drop-down link for you as well. So there we go. All right, I'm trying to keep everything under 15 minutes these days. So I hope you found this interesting. I hope you go check out our course material as well, because we actually walk you through all of these crazy phases that make me feel like it's Groundhog's Day again. All right, everyone. We'll see you again in the near future. Have an awesome week.